All right, y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Okay, so we're going to be doing the sort of commentary for this 0-hour build and clear. So this was the successful run. I gotta say it took, I think, probably like 10 runs to actually make it through this mission. And even still, you'll see at the end, it wasn't really that successful. So it's about 13 minutes long, so I'll try not to pause it too much unless I want to expand specifically on something. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll sort of explain why we do certain things, what we mean when we say certain things, and what we could have just done better in general. And real quick, if you guys want to see the full clear without the commentary, then I will put a link in the video description with an unlisted video so you guys can just go check that out in its entirety.
Biggest problem for me every time is just my weapon pointing up because I'm going through.
Yeah, so we were talking about this earlier. So the game forces your weapon up whenever you get too close to like the door frame or like walls or whatnot, and it's kind of annoying. I mean, of course you need to make room for your weapon, but it got to the point where it's just like going up and down all the time. So you can see I opted for the SMG just because the M4 wasn't working that well, and just the recoil mechanics in this game aren't that good. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's super awkward. So I just opted for the SMG because most of the range was like within 10 yards is what you're engaging someone with. And then we decided to pick that sort of entrance because it was closer to like an entrance inside the building, so it was a lot quicker getting a foothold. So you can see it checking that danger area, trying to get too complacent with all these small danger areas. And I'm just pieing this off. See this bozo just chilling here. Hands up. As he's dead. Alright, I'm pushing it. Push it across. Nice. So yeah, Leon and I are pretty, we use very similar tactics. So you can see like the crisscross is very, it's a very common thing when you're doing CQB, and we both kind of know how to use that. So that's generally what we do. We'll do the crisscross. And if you do that in real life, you generally lower your muzzle as you're walking across, or you just, you know, you trust the person. So I'm walking down this alleyway, which is, of course, is a big danger area and sort of avenue of approach. You can see Leon's kind of leaving me there a little bit, but we have some time since we weren't actively being engaged, so it worked out. And then you can see I'm also going to the roof. So clearing.
I'm just going to ignore that window for now.
Yep, getting a little positive identification of this dude. Taking him out. So clearing from the top down is a lot better. I feel like you just generally have a lot more control, and they also wouldn't be expecting you to come from the roof. Flash prepped for the roof.
Is that?
And then, yep, we're doing our flash at the same time. And there we go. And that went really well. So you can see we did a sort of like an L shape, and the reason for that is so I can come up here and clear out like all of this dead space that he wouldn't be able to clear out initially. And at the same time, he was able to sort of see what's on this side. So if you do like this sort of L shape, you clear more of the dead space, so to speak, more the depth on top of this roof. So it works out. You just need to be careful that you're not shooting towards each other. Like if this dude was standing here, I don't want to be shooting towards Leon. So just something to keep in mind. And of course, that was a pretty big danger area. And again, an avenue of approach. So just closing that for now. All right, so what he's going to do is sort of clear these small rooms from left to right. And I'm just doing some limited penetration, trying basically not to get in his way because we can pretty much see most of the rooms from the outside anyway. Good old dead checks and weapon sweeps. Yeah, nice. Man, the laser looks so cool too. All right, so generally I would open the door for him, but I wasn't doing it very well because the game was just kind of weird and it kept opening the door into myself. But yeah, kind of worked out. He was able to flow right into the door. And then this is a pretty easy thing. Generally, you'd be a little bit more monotonous, but he is basically moving and he would be covering down on this danger area. And then I can aim a little bit lower and sort of lock down anything that might be coming from even lower inside the building.
Actually, do you want to open and I'll cook it?
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to open the door for him and he's going to get the flashbang in.
Okay, that's going to flash me.
And then you want to exploit that as soon as possible. So he's kind of bypassing this, so I'm using the initiative and trying to put myself on that danger area to cover it, so he's not exposed to it.
Roger that. I'm gonna move in this left-hand side.
And then I'm doing the same thing as he's moving to the small room. I'm pushing up and covering him from this open danger area.
Okay, I'm gonna take this door stop.
Putting your side to the door is not advisable, but when you have a door stop and it's closed, it's not that big of a
I
deal.
can see inside the room.
Okay, cool.
So you want to get those more pressing danger areas like the open danger areas and such.
Alright.
But this is nice because we can control it a little bit better. So I'm opening it. He's sort of clearing it from his point,
Going in.
and then I'm just finishing up.
Here, yeah, can't make entry very
But
well.
yeah, we had some furniture, so I couldn't go all the way in.
Oh, is there a
Yeah,
couch
it's
or something?
couch.
All right, so what we need to do, we need to get that back room on the left, but also covering down on this. So,
Cover you. Oh,
so I'm covering down on these danger areas.
Right, I'm gonna push.
And you can see I'm putting myself in the center. So you might think that I might just want to like hold on this corner here, but if I hold on the corner, I can't guarantee that I'm going to stop anyone coming from this area. So if I stay back here, yeah, I can protect myself, but I'm not protecting Leon very well. So he's going over to the left to do his thing,
Push left.
and I'm just making sure I can cover these danger areas as good as possible.
Make sure you check for traps.
yeah, yeah. The front room is good.
So this kind of sucks because a lot of like immediate danger areas, like open doors and whatnot, people can come out and surprise you really quickly.
Okay, covering on the
And of course, you saw I reloaded there because I knew I was going to start moving up, taking some more space. I want to make sure I have enough ammunition if I need it.
I'm gonna flash this room.
All right.
Okay.
So you can see pieing off doors is such an awesome thing. You clear out most of the room before just forcing yourself and, you know, and committing to this, all these danger areas. So pieing off is really nice, and I'd recommend it pretty much all the time.
Flash this room.
Okay.
And then this is kind of awkward. We have two open danger areas or immediate danger areas on this left. But I want to make sure I'm covering Leon a little bit with this room immediately on the left. So he's moving into it right now, and I'm just making sure I can assist him. And then I'm pushing over to this danger area, clearing it out because it's just a small room, so it's pretty easy.
Reloading.
And then making sure he's good over there. He's got a small room he can take. And I'm just going to lock down this whole area here. Generally, you wouldn't be doing these dead checks like this. You want some general assistance. You know, you might not necessarily need direct support, but if you can have that general support to cover down
Right, I'm on the stairway.
on,
Yeah.
you know, these danger areas and these people while you're doing the dead checks and stuff, that's definitely preferred. Okay, so now, again, I'm getting all the way on the bottom. He's sort of getting the immediate threats.
One flash.
And then we got this open door, which is the immediate danger area, as opposed to that door on our left.
I'll flash the
Yeah,
left
that's
room.
cool.
Oh,
Okay, good.
I'm gonna flash the left room.
All right, now I'm going to be flashing, and he's going to move in.
Flash out.
So he's covering down on that, and I'm going to push a little bit further so I can get this open area
Okay.
Down.
and also this small room on the right.
Roger that.
So too easy. Felt okay putting my back to this space since Leon was already over here.
Definitely more people in here.
But again, so that's not an immediate danger area, so it's not too bad.
Put it in that room on the left.
So you can commit yourself a little bit deeper like I'm doing right here. Leon's also covering on that closed door too.
Shit.
All
Um,
Okay.
arresting a dude here.
All right.
right, so there we go. Just open that up. See a little bit better and also just be able to affect this room
So that I'm gonna
a
open
little
the
bit
door.
quicker as well. But these are nice because these are both closed doors, so I don't necessarily need to
See anything?
commit myself to a whole lot. I can just
Bring in.
push to this one now,
One down.
so I'm not blowing past an
Room
open
check.
danger area. So,
Door. Back
I
to the
mean,
bathroom.
you know there's hostiles. You see a hand with a gun, it's safe to assume that it's a bad guy,
It was a
but
hostage.
yeah, generally you want to get a little bit better identification, make sure it's not actually a good guy just hiding with a gun or something. But we'll just pretend I had some intel
Nice.
saying that, yeah, these guys didn't have guns, so
Taking
it's
the
probably a
rest of the
baddie.
clothes off.
Yep.
So that worked out pretty well,
Staircase.
Reload.
except the hostage would probably be pretty terrified with that one.
Okay, let's check the little status. What do we got?
7 left.
Okay, so yeah, of course, two guys going against freaking 24 guys. You're not going to do anything like that. It's not going to happen unless you're really, really desperate. And if that's the case, like, I feel bad for the hostages because I'm not going to be as forgiving going into a situation like that. I'm going to try and maintain my safety as good as possible. And that might mean being a little bit more violent, unforgiving
And then closed door.
for whatever's inside the building.
Do you have any flashbangs left?
All right, so 2 closed doors. They're sort of opposing danger areas, so that's kind of annoying. You don't want to put your back to the closed door too much, but since he can kind of quickly transition to it if needed, we have some time to react since it is a closed door.
Got one dude.
So we get this open, flashbang goes out, and then, yeah, these traps are such a pain in the butt. Like,
Okay, you're good.
in real life, you're not going to have freaking booby traps in these door frames with these people just like chilling here. Like, you might have booby traps for sure, but it's usually not in an occupied building because you can't expect, like, let's think of this. If it was you and 23 of your buddies, would you want to put a grenade or, you know, whatever explosive this is with a tripwire on a door frame and hope your buddy doesn't walk past it? Like, it's just not smart. So these guys probably wouldn't do that either. So that's not very realistic. You can see he was trying to move in. I could have communicated a little bit better and told him, like, I was trying to tell him, but yeah, there's something called shot, which basically means everybody stops so you can take your shots so people aren't walking into your muzzle in line of sight. So that's something we could have implemented, but
Dude in the far left.
it kind of just worked out. I was able to hold my fire a little
I'm
bit.
gonna push across and cover the far left.
And then the far left is that immediate danger area because it's all open and whatnot. So I want to cover
Alright.
down on that as soon as possible. Because, again, the threats can showcase themselves a lot quicker from those immediate danger areas, those open danger areas. And then he's going in. Of course, I have a danger area to my right that I still need to clear. And that's where it comes into play as well. So with the game, you're looking in one direction, but in real life, you'd be able to keep your weapon oriented towards this, you know, immediate danger area. And you'd be able to, like, sort of look over your shoulder to make sure that this closed door isn't moving or anything's crazy. Nothing crazy is happening with it. So it's just, again, a limitation of the game.
And then I'm gonna take this small room.
Generally, you try and keep this door in your peripheral vision, though, so you can see if anything happens.
Okay, maybe I'm not.
You have a little bit of time to react to it.
Yeah, there's a door stop. Okay, there's a door stop. I'm gonna take this.
And then these door stops, man, are so stupid. I'm pretty sure that's an inward opening door.
Oh man.
Anyway, so I'm not sure how that works with the door stop facing that way.
Oh, what do we got?
He entered the big room.
Okay.
So not a whole lot of communication, but Leon's definitely covering down on that,
Door
so
stop.
really no worry there. I'm just trying to figure out what's
Okay.
going on, get a little sit rep.
Alright, small room is clear.
And then, yeah, that's too easy. This building setup is, like, kind of boring because it's all very similar. Like, every floor is the exact same,
You want me to cover on these windows?
except for the furniture, of course. But even still, it's kind of, it gets a little boring and monotonous when you can sort of predict it.
In here.
Yeah, it's weird. Opening this back door.
Alright.
All right, so I'm covering on that, and again, he's covering on that other danger area. So again, these are 2 open doors, so I can't blow past that first door on the left. And I don't know if you saw that, but there's a trap there, and this dude just walked over it and somehow didn't blow up. So I'm not sure how that works, unless it's like somehow detects what team you're on.
Got one dude.
So again, I can't blow past that immediate door on the left because I don't know what's in there. I need to keep some eyes on it as I'm going past it.
Yeah, roger.
I told him about the trap. Clear out this nonsense.
Both rooms I've got it back. Both rooms got trap in it. Let me get this first one.
Yeah. These traps all over the place. Dude put a trap on a bathroom.
I'm gonna reload.
Oh, I just noticed that actually. These I don't even know if you can call them European, but the squatter toilets.
I'm gonna reload.
Man, those things are not pleasant to use. Good grief. All right, and then yeah, I'm just pushing in, assisting him with this small room here.
There.
Because why not?
Clear. I'm gonna enter. Yeah.
It's the last floor, so we can
Reloading.
just be a little more careful with certain things now. Place is freaking gross, though.
How many dudes you got left?
Good grief.
One.
Oh.
I mean, if we didn't kill these guys, they probably would have died from some sort of infection or dysentery.
Yeah.
Is there
There's a
any?
back door here.
And yeah.
Okay, there might be some more like exterior spaces or something.
All right, so I think,
Yeah, it might be exterior. There's a back
yeah,
door
now we're
here.
just looking for the
Like
last
protectors.
dude.
Oh my
what the
god.
And of
How?
course that
Didn't even open the
happens.
door.
That's fucking stupid.
That's,
Didn't even open the door.
I wouldn't even say that's complacency, because that's, again, those traps are just absolute
We were
BS.
so close.
Oh man.
And I'm not really sure how it works. He like walked near the door frame, and I guess that was enough to set it off. So those traps are just
Oh, wow.
whack. So yeah,
No, okay, so
I was looking for the last dude, but I realized he got arrested. So
That's probably the
it's
same
probably
guy.
him. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
We
now
need
we're
to take
just
the hostages
just need
out.
to escort the hostages out.
Yeah.
Explosive.
Too easy. So grab those guys.
Trap.
Spend.
We'll take your
Oh my
back
gosh, these
here, this.
freaking door stops.
Yep.
I don't know why it takes this long to
We-
take a
we
door
need the doors
stop
alive
out.
for
It's
that.
like I need to
I guess
breach
so.
the door stop.
Holy cow, this is harder than breaching a door itself. Okay, fine.
And then yeah, of course,
No
I
trap.
didn't look for the hinges there.
So they
But
should
the game's pretty good as far as
outside, so
like
go
being able to tell if the door opens inward or outward, because
So
you can
go
see the
back
hinges,
to
you can
the
see if
door
it's
to the
flushed with the door frame or not.
where we spawned. There's now
And yeah, those guys are good, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, again, this was probably like our 10th iteration, so
40 round mag.
yeah, we got pretty good with memorizing this map and some of the layouts and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you're going to see more videos like this, then feel free to comment below and let me know. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun doing it with Leon, who was, of course, a member of 4-3 Commando, which is pretty much the Royal Marine equivalent to what I was doing in the Marines. But yeah, very good time. Very fun game. It's definitely got some, you know, some downsides, some cons that I could say, but pretty fun overall. So definitely recommend checking it out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. I will see y'all in the next one.